messaging, universal web method messaging, or you can use for JMS also. Okay, these are the two messaging. Clear, right? Everyone is clear about this one. Hoping. Any questions, let ask me. Okay, feel free. Okay, these are the two things. Okay, so we are using web method messaging and JMS. So web method messaging, if you are using, connection will be different. If you are using JMS, the connection will be different. Okay, so both connections, these two connections, like web method connection, JMS connection, you can log into integration server. Okay, so we have, if you see web method setting, okay, and JMS setting, these two are there. Everyone have, right, these two? Okay, so web method setting, this web method setting is used for universal messaging, like web method messaging. We are using web method messaging to connect to the universal messaging and send and receive, publish and subscribe messages. For that, we used already. So we use this connection alias as ISVM connection. Okay, we need to enable it. It is enabled. So we use this connection. Right? It is running on the port NSP localhost 9000. This is the URL of web method messaging. Okay. Now, similarly, JMS setting also. If you click on JMS setting, you can see these two connections are there already. You can use this connection, default IS JMS connection. When we wanted to send message to universal messaging for JMS. So I'm using JMS as a messaging communication, not web method messaging. Clear, right? Confusion, there is no confusion. Okay. So if I'm using JMS, and now you may ask question when to use web methods, when to use web methods messaging, when to use JMS.
Yes.
There are two messaging communications we can use, web method messaging or JMS. So this web method messaging is developed by web methods. Okay, so if your sender and receiver both are web methods, then you can use web method messaging. It's easy. Your sender application and the receiver, sender application is sender flow service, or receiver, both are developed in web methods, use web method messaging. Okay. Okay. So in a project, right? In a project, we will come to know when the requirement. Suppose let's say SAP application is there. So SAP is a different application, right? So they say, hey, I will send a message to you. Okay, I will send a message to you. So in that case, you will think that, oh, this is a third party. It's not developed by web methods. Okay, so we'll ask them, here, you send message on JMS. We will write a flow service which receives the message on JMS. You got it, right? Okay. Are you getting or not? Okay. Little bit. Okay. So let's say I developed a REST API or HTTP service. HTTP everyone knows. Okay.
Yes.
HTTP we call it as a REST also. Okay. So REST API or SOAP API. I'm giving terms so that in future we can come to know the SOAP API. Web services, basically these are called web services. So it is nothing but web. Okay, web service. I will not go in detail, but terminology I will use wherever wanted. So I will explain when time comes. Okay. Now this is, let's say there is an application called let's say HR application. HR. So I say let's say you join a company, 30 company. Okay. So we have an application called HR application. We given you offer letter. Okay. HR team, HR given you offer letter. You signed it and you join the company. The day you join, right? So they will ask you to go to the online. They will give you a link. You fill up the form. Okay. When you submit it, so that means you are joined in a company. Okay. Now there are few applications will be there, not just one application. What is application? Let's say onboard. You are joined, right? So need to go to the accounts department. Your name should be there in the accounts department for payroll generation. Are you getting? Payroll system. This is payroll or accounts department. So this is application, separate application. Okay, this application is a separate application developed in, let's say, assuming this one is QuickBase. QuickBase, maybe you heard or not. Let's say, it's developed in Salesforce. Okay, accounts are maintaining in the Salesforce. And it's not, but yes, you can assume it's a Salesforce. You heard what, right? Salesforce. Okay. So HR application, this is developed in a .NET. The moment you submitted a form, as you join, it goes to HR application. So HR application wants to inform same like you have joined your account, your name, your first name, last name, saying that hey, this guy is joined. Okay, that information send it to accounts department to create your account. Similarly, there is a access to be created, right? Swiping card and everything to be created for you, so that you can swap and come inside the office. Okay, so that is nothing but what is access application. There will be a separate application which is also need to be created. It's a team. They will do all your access cards and all. So that information is sent to here. Okay. Now forget about this one first. When HR application is there, I want account to be created in my Salesforce account. So these guys, it's a JSON. So this is .NET application. This is like, we need to communicate these two, integrate these two, HR application and account department. We need an integration. Okay, now integration is needed because these two are different applications. So as they come to this team, like these two applications are there. So business users will come and ask us like, hey, you guys are integration team. Okay, now integrate this HR application with accounts application. Okay, they will be the requirement. Now you are the developer or your lead. Okay, what he thinks is, even developer also, sometimes lead will not be there. Some developers only becomes the lead in the project. Okay, now so this application .NET, we'll ask them, hey .NET, on what protocol you can communicate. Okay, so they will ask you, what are the protocols you have, so that I can check. One you will say like JMS, because this guy is not your WebMethods guy, right? This application is a .NET. You will not say WebMethods messaging. You will say JMS, because these guys JMS is used for third-party application. If WebMethods messaging we use only within sender and receiver is WebMethods. So in this case, HR is my sender application. You got it? This HR is a sender application. Okay, we are the receiver because we are receiving the message, with doing some transformation and send it to accounts department. Are you getting? So this is a sender now. So we'll say, hey, use JMS. So if we'll ask, hey, can you able to send JMS? If they says yes, okay, let them use the JMS. So we'll give our JMS credential details. JMS server is JMS server is there. Okay, and Q name we'll give Q name or topic name. So in this case, account is create. I want to create account so that I don't want to lose that message. I will give the Q name. Okay, are you getting how I am thinking? Okay, so that is our like topic is there, Q is there, but which one to select? Okay, at that time we will see, hey, account I need to create. I don't want to lose the message when employees join the organization. I wanted to process that message without any loss. Okay, so I will give them Q name. Okay, and then I will give JMS data server details, JMS server name, and way to publish that message. What they do is they will connect, will send publish the message to here. So they use their own APIs, not this API. We know like pub.jms.send. This is our package in WebMethods, right? This is our package in WebMethods. But they use .NET guys don't know about this pub.jms.send. They know their own APIs. They have their own APIs. JMS APIs will be there. Okay, JMS libraries basically. Okay, they use these libraries to send a message to this queue. Now this HR application, I call it as a center. Is that clear? Now from, so that's why we are using JMS here, because a third-party application, they know they can able to communicate JMS. Now here our flow service will come. This is my web method. I will create a flow service, a flow trigger service, then a handler service. We have a flow trigger service. First trigger will be there. Okay, it will be configured to receive from this queue. Okay, it receives the message from this queue. This is a trigger. Okay, we'll go and create now. Okay, we'll see how to create the trigger. Okay, in web method messaging also we create a trigger. Everyone knows, right? Trigger is used to receive the message from the universal messaging. Now receive the message. After that, we will give to the handler. We will have an handler, which is an implementation. We implement logic here in handler. Okay, so trigger, and there is a handler. In Java terminology, we call it as an interface implementation. Okay, handler is nothing but implementation in Java terminology, but here handler we call. And here we write a logic, like whether I need to insert it to a database, or I can call the REST APIs here. Suppose there is Salesforce is there. I can call from my handler to Salesforce to create account in accounts department. Are you getting? So this is how actual project we will do. Okay, in actual project we'll talk about other applications. Here applications, what we need to implement, we'll do. Okay, now this flow is clear, right? Now when to use JMS? This one, JMS.
Yes, sir.
Okay, now I will modify this one. Same thing. See, just copy paste. This guy, HR team says this is HR.NET. Suppose let's say this is not implemented in .NET. This is implemented in Golang language. Have you heard about Golang?
No, sir.
Okay, so
Awesome.
there is a language called Go language. Nowadays, many people are using Go language, which is developed by Google. Okay, so Go language also you can use it. There are hundreds of languages are there. Okay, it's very difficult for everyone to learn. Okay, now let's say the HR application is developed in Go language. Now Go language, their team says like again the same question. It is implemented in Go language. Here it is implemented in Salesforce. Okay. Now business team came. Now they wanted to integrate HR application with Salesforce. They invite us. Okay. As an integration team, they invite us. Every time this happens in companies, they invite us. Okay. Now we will ask them, hey, HR team, how you can communicate? What is the protocol you support? Protocol. I'm using the word protocol. Protocol is nothing but JMS or HTTP. Okay. So how you can communicate? We'll ask. Suppose this time this is, hey, I will communicate only REST APIs. Are you getting? I will communicate only REST APIs. They don't have a JMS. They don't have a JMS API. Okay. Now, so okay, then we will say like, okay, that's fine. You are able to communicate with only REST APIs. That's fine. What we do is we'll go and say like we'll create a flow service for this flow service, which is REST API. So it's a REST API. We develop a REST API. Okay, we'll ask them to call our REST API, our HTTP service. Basically, HTTP REST is both side. We'll ask them to call our flow service. Are you getting? Now, after receive the message, I wanted to publish the message to my UM, universal messaging server. Okay. So in this case, publish the message to UM and our trigger service. Why we can call from here also. We can call directly from here also. Okay. Without using my JMS also, without using my universal messaging, without using web method messaging, without using web method messaging also, I can call Salesforce. Are you getting? Okay.
Yes.
I can call like this. What are the messages received? I do transformation and whatever the logic I want to implement, I will implement in the flow service. This is not flow server, flow service. Okay, flow service. And then I can send a message to account. But there is an issue here. So this flow service we will not develop like that. What we do is when we get a REST API message, first we publish on to UM, universal messaging. I'm publishing that message to universal messaging. Okay, because we know like the message will be persisted and stored on the server, right? Message loss will not be there. Is that clear, right? Everyone knows. Okay, message will be UM. So we develop like this. When a message is received from HR application, flow service, it receives which is REST API. So this HR will call, HR service will call like REST APIs, our API. We'll publish that message to UM, universal messaging. Now we have a trigger service, handler service. That handler service do some logic all together. We'll do like what are the logic, business logic needed, we'll implement in handler. And then we'll call the Salesforce to create an account. Okay. Now in this case, our flow service and our handler service both are web methods, right? Both are our web methods. So in that case, I will not go with the JMS. I will go with the web method message. Is that clear? Okay. It's clear or not? When to use web method messaging JMS. So if you use web method messaging, the development will be reduced. Okay. It's a straightforward implementation. But when you are using JMS, okay, little bit overhead will be there. Okay, but it provides more features also. Other side. Okay, we'll learn later. Okay, that feature. But are you clear or not? Web method messaging is JMS.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. And the other thing is this web method messaging is older one. Like when the web method started development of this technology, right? Web method messaging. Okay. At that time they created this web method messaging. Later, after a few years, they come up with the JMS. Before that, they were used web method messaging. So whoever used web method, they used web method messaging only. Okay. Now, so we know how to create, how the business logic will be there, you know, right? When to use, why we needed a web method, why we needed JMS, how our development will be there. Are you clear or not? Little bit.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so these things not explained in the training document. Okay, this is with my experience, which generally we work in the project. That is how we work. So that is what we are explaining. Okay. So now we know web methods messaging. So we will create how to. Okay. I think it's disconnected. Okay, it's there. So web method setting. If you are using web methods, we'll come to here web method setting and we'll use this connection alias. Okay. If you're going with the JMS setting, we use this default Jms connection. Can everyone click on this default Jms connection and see? This one is, yeah. So is this set to true, everyone? So what is the use of this one, right? When you set this one, it allows us to create queue names or topic names, okay, from the designer itself. Okay. So that is one. Create administered object. If this is true, okay, there is no need to create queues topics before we use. We can directly send, publish, and receive the messages. Can everyone check if this is there or not? First of all, you have this one or not? Check default IS. Is there, everyone?
Yes, it is there.
Is there? Eh? Okay. Can you click on this and
Yes.
see, like, so even if I search your Prasad, you can also check this one is false, right? In your case, it's false, correct? Okay. Okay. And what about this one? Enable destination. This is also, it is enabled. Okay. True. Okay. So what we can do is, if you want to edit the settings, right? First you have to set to this to disable. No. Okay. Then click on here. You can edit JMS connection. Okay. Are you getting, everyone? How to enable?
Yes. Yes, sir.
Okay. So these things not required for exam, like how to enable, disable, they will not ask. Okay. But for us, when you want to work next time, right? So how to do this? All those things you have to do. Okay, for your knowledge. So then go to the create administrative object on demand, set to true, checkbox, and enable destination management with the designer. Enable destination management with the designer. You can set it to this also. True. You can set. Okay. And then go down and you can save the changes. Yeah. Okay. So, okay. So again, I'm just showing JMS settings. This one is JMS alias. So that means I think we studied here. What I told, this one is a JMS. This one is a JNDA. Are you getting JMS JNDA? If I go here, JNDA information is there. JNDA provider alias is this one. So this is created under JNDA settings. If you see JNDA setting, JNDA is here. Default IS JNDA provider. Okay. Now we'll not go in detail about JNDA. Okay. Now what we will do is we'll publish a message. Okay. Publish a message or publish or send a message. So publish, we use the term in the method messaging. Okay. Publish word is using the method messaging. Is that clear? but send, receive, these words we use in JMS. Okay. Now, what I will do is, so terminology, basically, so you have to remember the terminology. One guy, suppose let's say when you are working with a guy, so he's a lead. He talks about publish subscribe, because since you are WebMethods guys, so you should know like how publish is using for WebMethod messaging. So you have to make connections and all development with WebMethods messaging. Okay. If we talk about like a sender and receiver, send a message to a queue, send a message to a topic. Okay. Then you have your mind should be like Jms. You got it, right? Is that clear? Because not everyone are in a company friendly with you. Okay. So if they are talking like, if you know, like, we are saying like, WebMethods, that guy talks about things that everything. Okay. So that guy sometimes is friendly and then he will come and explain. If he's arrogant, then he will not explain. He will start shouting on you. Okay. You don't know these things also. Do you want me to explain like this? He will start saying. Okay. So we need to know the terminology, what we are doing. Is that clear? Okay. So send, and why I'm giving little bit extra. So you try to remember these words. Oh, the sender and receiver. I'm hoping. Okay. If you focus, then that is how we can learn. Okay. So send a message. First I will do send hello world message. Hello to JMS. On JMS to universal messaging. Okay. On the receiver side, okay, receive or trigger again. We'll use both. Receiver is there, trigger is there. Trigger on same destination. So on JMS destination. Okay. So in case of messaging, we are not talking about destination. You remember, right? We never use the word destination in WebMethods messaging time. Okay. But when we are talking about JMS, you will have a destination name. Okay. In case of WebMethods messaging, we will have a document type. Based on the document type, sender receiver will subscribe. Document type. So both sender and receiver should be configured to receive the same document type. Then only they will receive. But in case of JMS, sender and receiver should be configured with the same destination name. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Why I'm repeating is, I know like WebMethods guys, even if you ask 3-4 years experience guys, they don't know these differences with WebMethods messaging and JMS. Even when I started learning WebMethods, right, I also like first time after learning WebMethods, I was also not able to say like, no, what is the difference between WebMethods messaging and JMS destination. It took time for me. Okay, but because I learned myself, so but you guys are learning, right? So I'm explaining what is the difference here. So WebMethods messaging, we use document type like customer document type or order document type. If both sender and receivers are configured same document, they receive the messages. If your document types are different, they won't receive. Okay, we'll see that also here. So JMS destination trigger on the same destination they will receive. Okay, so trigger. Then we'll have a handler, and then we'll print a message. So this time we should print hello. Is that clear? Okay. So we'll open our designer. I need to solve this. I know we are wasting time on starting, stopping of servers, but it's too costly to buy a license. So no one will buy the license until only clients, companies only will, big companies. So we need to go with a license version. If I can able to connect. Yes, connected. Okay, so first step is we are creating a package. Then everyone created. Okay, so few things we know, so you guys can do. Package, even including Shiva, you can create a new package. We'll start. Okay, Jms demo 1. Okay, Jms demo 1. Oh, it's already there. See. Okay, somewhere I have created Jms demo 1 already. Okay, Jms. Okay, then I will delete this package. I will create something else. Okay, Jms underscore demo. I'm using Jms underscore demo 1. Okay, and now let me see my folder name, Jms underscore demo 1. Okay, you don't create a right so far folder.
Sir.
Okay, now you have 15 days of experience on WebMethods, so you have to do quick. Okay, now close all. I'm creating a folder called flow. First flow doc will do. So what I'm doing is so this is a string, right? First what we are doing, I just want to publish hello, then we'll so slowly we'll improve. So everyone in the project also, right? One guy I was working with last week, one guy, what he did is I was telling to him also, right? Step by step, test it, and then add more logic to the code. Okay, so that is how our development will work. But the guy is what he did is he written all the lines of code, 50 lines of code. Then he started testing. Think about it. So I'm just telling you because don't go with like you are experts in coding. Okay, it takes lot of time. Okay, I used to write code, but because my experience is different, right? You have the experience. I know, like if I write the code, it works. Like because every day I did many times coding. So I can write, but you guys, you have to work like step by step. It's an increment until you get experience, until you are master. Like it's 2 years, 3 years until you master in that subject. You have to write little bit code and paste, then go next. So here also I'm following the same. First I'm checking whether JMS works or not first. Then I will go and add document type, and then I will add a database, whether I'm going to insert or not. That is my flow. That is way of development. Okay. So now I created a flow. First, I will try to send a message. First, I will say flow service. Okay. Flow service is where we write all our logic. Okay, we'll use existing services, we'll call in our code, and we'll use it like that. Okay, so first one is what I'm doing is send JMS message. Okay, it's a send message because send I'm using because I'm working with JMS now. If it is web method messaging, I will use a publish. Okay, now I click empty flow. Now okay, we know input output. What is input output? Okay, tree structure. Now let's say very simple. Okay, first when to give input out. So this flow service, suppose let's say I wanted to give input to the flow service. What we are doing is, so I explained to Shiva, I think Shiva also now remember how why do we need that input. So this is entire flow service. Everyone, yeah. So think that this is my entire flow service. It's a method. It expects input and output. Okay, this is method. And inside flow service, you can have another invocation service methods. Basically, this method kind of thing. Okay, yeah, one method, method 2, method 3 you can have. Okay, yes. So yeah, each method will have inputs and outputs. Are you getting everyone?
Yes, sir.
So
Yes,
each
sir.
method will have. Okay, so you from this input also, like input, you can map it to this method, and output of this method you can map it to input of another method. Output of this method you can map it to input of this method, or you can map output this inputs directly to this method also directly. Okay, it depends how you want it. It all depends on the logic. Okay, you can map it to input of this method, and also sometimes we may need like the output of this one plus whatever the input is given, that also we need it here. We can do mappings like that. You got it, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Now, so here what I will do is, so my question is like, I wanted to publish hello. Maybe next time I wanted to change hello to something else. Okay, I don't want a hard code. I want to pass, when I'm running my flow service, right? I wanted to pass the value to my flow service. Okay, so that's why what I'm doing, input, I will select string here. Okay, string 1. I'm just giving something string 1, so that this is my input of this flow service. This is my flow service, entire flow service, which is called send Jms message. That is my service, flow service name. Input, this input is string 1, like given. Hope everyone got this one, what I am doing, what we are doing now. Okay.
Yes,
Now this is done. Now I'm going to tree structure. Here I wanted to publish a message to Jms. Okay, publish a Jms to, that is what we thought. Publish, okay, Jms message on a destination to UM. Okay, before that I wanted to write a debug statement, so that I know in general, right, development, if those who are working in Java, they put it system.out.println statements many places. Why? Because they wanted to debug, the logs will be updated, right? They know like how the code is executed. Okay, are you getting what I'm saying? So I also wanted like whether my flow service started or not. I wanted to know. So what I am doing is I will add a debug statement. Flow
debug log.
Yes. So here what I am doing is, I know this input of this whatever is given, that is the input. Okay. So this message, right? What I will do is, here what I am doing is writing received message, received string percentage. This is a percentage when we use. Okay, I need this path here, right? So I will select first this one. That's true. Okay, so I will go here. I will select copy. First copy. I'll double click again. I will go in between, paste it like this. Okay. So we'll learn like the variables like this we will do. Okay. Now, so you got it, everyone. Everyone done this one so far? Done?
It is not.
Okay. So, okay. Now, so far we done, right? First, I will test this one is working or not. I don't want to go and add everything. Okay. First logic is working or not. You have not added JMS, you have not done anything. Whatever the message I'm giving, whether it's writing to log file or not. Okay. So rightly flow service, run flow service. I'm giving here. Okay. Let's say I'm giving instead of hello, I'm giving web method. Okay. 1, 2, 3. I just given this message. Click OK. So the message is received string web method. Okay. So that means my local variable is working. Correct? Suppose let's say if I not given here, so instead of percentage, suppose let's say something name is wrong, given wrong. Suppose let's say I given wrong name. I forgot to copy or I given small letter. Okay, like this. By mistake, I did it like this. Okay. I will go and run this one again. See if it's working or not. It's not worked, right? So it's a string %1. Maybe something we have done wrong. Okay, I will go and check what is the issue. I will go here. Oh, string chapter is given. So that is mistake. I given here. Suppose sometimes we forgot this one also. Right? Because when we are working, we may work. But that is how you need to learn. Debug. Why we add debug statement. Now you can use mapping also. If you mapping no, there won't be any string, right? So we cannot write this string. You can just map it. Suppose let's say in a program, in a program you have n number of debug messages. How do you know like what is this debug message? Right? With some word if you add, right, you can able to identify. Are you getting? So let's say you have 10 messages, 10 debug messages. Some place one is printed. After some time it is printed 45. What is this 45? Let's say you did addition only. One is printed. After that 44 is given, printed 45. So you will not come to know like what is this one, what is this one, what is this one. So I wanted to give some meaning. Okay, I need to hard code like number 1 equal to. So this is my variable. Okay, I want this string to be appended. So at that time you have to go, right? Are you getting what I'm doing? Like that. So I forgot to add this one checkbox. As a developer, I will do testing and see. Oh, string is so something issue with this one. Still percentage is coming. So we'll go and see. Okay, double click. Something in the start. Okay, we'll double click. Okay, perform variable substitution like this. Okay. Everyone done with this one?
Yes,
okay.
sir.
Yeah, I can do one more thing also. Like I can go to this one debug statement. We can run as a debug also. Remember, right? When we run in a debug mode, debug flow service, we can see the variables also. It will switch to debug mode. Okay, so it is executed and the value string 1 value, whatever is there, it is there. Variables you can see here. Are you getting? And then you can do a breakpoint also. You can breakpoint. You can execute step by step also. I think you remember now. Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So now this one is done. I wanted to publish a message. Okay. So I can, this publish is for which one? Universal messaging. So we should not use this one now. If I use this one, it becomes a universal messaging. I will delete this one. Okay. And now I'm saving. I will go to JMS again, flow publish. Okay. Now JMS. Okay. Send message. Okay. So send, I have to use send and wait. It's a message pattern, messaging pattern. Okay. Whether it's a topic or queue, it will decide later. Okay, but sender, which pattern you wanted to use? I want to send and then receive messages. Okay, so I want to just to send a message. Okay, means I wanted to send a message, the send message to universal messaging, and we wanted to receive. Now we have to decide. Now all should receive messages, all the subscribers should receive the message, or only one. Okay, that is one you have to think. Second one is whether you wanted to purchase the message or not. Purchase the message means it will guarantee deliver. Non-persistence is nothing but volatile. Non-persistence is nothing but volatile. Persistence is it's writing the guaranteed deliver. Okay, so you have to decide now. Okay, I wanted to send a message to universal messaging, Miss Jms, on Jms here. If you see this one, right, connection alias name, connection destination name, destination type is there. Everyone should remember this. Previously, we don't have destination type. Document type is there. Connection alias is there. Document type is there. Document is there. You remember?
Yes, sir.
So, yeah.
Document to document type message.
Yes. So I will open that.
PO request. PO request.
Yeah. So here I'll go here. If you see this one, publish, we have a document type name where we give the actual document path with a namespace. Okay, complete document path. And document is there. We will actually map our document. Okay, but here we have alias name, which is the connection name. Okay, but if you see here, right, this document, we have given connection alias in the document only. Have you seen in the document when we created publishable, when we said the publishable, right? Publishable, the document is publishable. When we said this connection name is K. Okay, so correct. Yeah, so this is a default IS connection. That is a from WebMethods messaging. Okay. WebMethods messaging setting, it will be here. This one, IS. Okay, this connection. So that is a connection same. This one. Okay. So in the document we will set connection alias name in case of WebMethods messaging. This will not ask a question interview. Okay, but in interview maybe they will ask because it gives you whether you worked or not. Maybe it's not in the exam, but you have to know what is the difference. As a technical guy, we should know. Okay. So send message. Send message connection alias is here. Okay. So this name we need to give the Jms connection alias name. Okay. This is destination name. When we are publishing a message to we need to give a destination name. The same destination name we will use on the receiver side to subscribe the message. Okay. Destination type. Destination type is topic or queue. Here it is saying message pattern is send or receive. Everyone is getting right. Okay. Queue name is let's say I'm publishing what a queue. Okay. We'll see the topic out later. Okay. Everyone is got right so far. Created JMS sender.
Yes, sir.
Select
Okay.
topic or queue, sir.
Select queue. So we test with queue. I want to purchase the message first, then see. Okay. So if you see here, right, this one. Okay. This is a standard message structure for JMS. Anyone will ask, what is the JMS message structure contains? One is header. If you see, these are header properties are there. Delivery mode, priority, these are there. Okay. Some properties are there. I think you know what is activation. In document type, document activation is used for
Joins.
join. Correct. Exactly. That is what you need to remember. Okay. So body contains string, byte.
Strings,
Here it is
bytes,
string.
object. Yes.
Okay. So you can map a string, a document also you can map it here. Bytes you can map it, object, messages. So I don't know the difference between message and string. I'll come and check. But these are actually options are there. String, byte, object. You can object you can send only serializable object. We'll talk later what is serializable or non-serializable data. We'll talk later. But we wanted to send hello here. Okay. What I wanted to, so everyone knows right what is JMS what JMS message contains. If anyone asks head header
property or trace body.
Okay. Now the string input string which we are receiving this file this flow service, right? I wanted to map to here string. Okay. So I selected these two. You can either drag here or you can have a connection here. Okay. So I will click connect link. Everyone done this one so far?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So destination name, right? Here we given only destination type we given. Okay. Destination name we have to give. This destination name, so sender is sending on a destination. Okay, and the receivers will receive on the same destination. So I will give some destination name is okay. My queue. My okay, yeah, you can give something. My queue. I given name like this. Okay, you can also give some name. Everyone done so far?
Sir.
Okay,
Sir.
click OK. Okay. Now, if you go to the IS server, right? I think everyone got no, there is no error. But if you see web method setting, something error is showing, right? This one. Okay. This indicates your universal messaging is not started. Go to your universal messaging, refresh it. It is now stopped. That's why it's showing. So start your universal messaging. Click. Everyone is done so far. So if you refresh, that will go. Okay. Now click on the Jms setting. So if you have alias name, this one default IS Jms connection. Copy that. Copy. Okay. Now the alias name, connection alias name, double click and paste that value. And click OK. Done so far?
Yes, sir.
Okay. After this also, I will add one more debug statement saying that I publish the message. Okay, just for us to know like this is worked. Publish. Again, I will go to flow. Debug. Okay, so in the debug statement, here double click, I will double click and say published message to chain. I wrote something so that I can cover, or sometimes some people will use the star so that easy to identify in the logs. Okay, so everyone has some their own way of messages. Is this clear so far? Okay, you should know like debug statement contains three fields. One is message, function, level. Okay, level contains like fields like pattern, error, warning, info, debug. These are the levels of logs. You got that?
Yes, sir.
So it's not just drag and drop. You should, put your brain there. Whatever we learned so far, everything repeat. Make it a kind of a repetition. Okay, so that you will know every topic. Okay, so now message is there. Function is just for a label. It's a kind of a label. So in the log file, it just prints that label. Okay, not key. Here also you can give local variable. Yes, you can do. Okay, they given the option. You can use it.
Sir, in
Okay.
message we can write anything.
Message we can write anything. I wrote like this: publish message to Jms. I wrote it anything. I put a stars also just to show you can write anything. It's just write into a log file. Okay. When you actually work in the project, right? So these log files helps you identifying the problem. Okay. So many times whatever the way we write code, it may not work. Okay. We need to debug those issues, problems. So these log files are very useful. Okay. Now I done this one so far. I'm going to execute. Okay. I will give web method something like web m123. Some information I give. I click OK. Okay. What is happening? So this is error is thrown. Okay. So whenever error is thrown, right, I suggest read this error properly. 80% time you will get to know what is the issue. If you not get the issue right, copy this some kind of line, search in Google. Someone will help you. It's already maybe resolved that issue. Are you getting?
Yes,
So
sir.
every time whenever you get error, don't depend on any other guys. You try solve your problem. Okay. Many people what they do is, I've seen my team members also. If issue come, they will come to me like hey, I'm getting error. They will not see the log file. You have to see the log. You have to try to fix that problem. Okay. Now, so it's saying default this is disabled. I will go to the thing. It is disabled. Okay. So we should know like an IS way to enable a way to disable. So now logic way way to be enabled. So we need to enable like that. Okay. Now again I'm publishing. It's published. It got published. Okay. And the message is also here. It is there. I can go to my integration server. Both logs are there or not also. Okay. Message. Sorry, the server. Okay. If I see last message is published. Okay. Message sent automatically. Receive the message. This one. So my logs are there here. But if you see this log, right? Let's say from which flow. Yeah. Yeah. Last message is printed, right? Okay. Why it is not printed? First message is printed. Is first message printed? Okay. Oh, good. If that is not there, go to your software integration server instance default. Okay. Where logs will be there. Here, open the log file. Okay. This log file and verify server logs. Okay.
No, sir.
It's not there.
Not there, sir.
Okay. That's okay. Okay. So we'll see later your issue. Okay.
Okay.
So sometimes it's not logging, sometimes logging, then we'll see. Okay. So don't worry. Now, why it is not logging? So you create some other, but first time is it logged? We added one, so is that Okay, should have seen first itself. So the log message itself is not writing in that case. Okay. Okay. Let me see. Okay. Now we did, right? So those who are not logs, right? Okay. Later, what you do is just create a simple flow log and check your why it's not working. Okay. Is that clear? So here the message is published. Okay. I can check my universal messaging is running or not. Yeah, it's running. Published. I will go to the console, universal messaging console. Okay. You know how to go, everyone, right? Search universal messaging enterprise viewer. Are you open? Like those who are not logged, that's fine. Can you go to server and see for that queue message is logged or not? My queue, it is there. One message is pushed. Is everyone is able to see?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So Shiva, what about you? Message is published. Okay. And what about others? Jashwant?
Yes, sir. Yesterday what did that one? Today not coming, sir. No,
Now it is coming or not?
not, sir.
Let me.
Yes, sir. I got it.
Okay. Can you share the screen, Jashwant?
Internal lookup failed for name MyQ.
Okay. So can you go to the Jms connection? There, initially I told you, right? You have to select two checkboxes. Did you?
Yes,
Right?
now it's good. Now it gets.
Oh, now it's working. Okay.
Now it's
So
working, sir.
okay, Anisha, yours is not working. You are saying, right? Okay. Let me share.
I will check
your
that
screen.
box. I will check it.
Okay, let's share your screen. Yeah.
Sir, I'm not getting server. Sir, in server it is showing shutting down.
You have to start server. So you start
Okay.
okay. There is no need like you need to create a receiver here itself. Are you getting? I can create a separate package, a separate folder, and there also I can create my receiver. Okay, that is one way to do. Let me do like that. I will create one separate package. Okay, Jms receiver demo. Yeah, it's a package name I'm giving. Okay, I'm creating a folder inside that. So all should be small letters. If I give capital letter, what is the type we call? Camel type. Okay, so like that. I created a folder. Inside that folder, I'm creating a folder called flow just to receive the message. Everyone done so far here? Okay.
Sir, no.
Sir.
Okay. Now in the flow, I will create a trigger service first. Trigger JMS trigger, which whenever the message is there in my this one, anyone send a message to UM on a destination. So this JMS trigger will start trigger. Okay. So I'm creating my trigger to receive the messages. Receive message. JMS trigger. Okay. I created this one. Okay. Now if you see this connection alias, right? On the top connection alias. I'm selecting my connection. This is default connection which is there. We'll select this connection. Default IS JMS connection. Because we published message onto the same default JMS connection, receiving on the same also. The same default connection. Okay. Everyone got it, right? This one. Created trigger service. Everyone.
Created.
Okay. Now I'm creating this destination name. So we have to give the destination from which this trigger service should receive. So I will click this one. It's a queue or topic. So we wanted to queue, right? I will talk about later on this today, durable subscriber. This is also a very important topic. I will explain it. Okay. Queue I selected. So sender and receiver should have the same destination. Then only it can receive the destination name. Okay. So I will go to the sender. I will see here what destination name I have given. Destination. The same destination I am copying here. Okay. I will go to my receiver. Here destination name I am giving. Same destination name. If you don't have this destination now, here you can click on this dot. Okay. Here also you can go and check whether queue is there or not. So queue is there. I can select that queue. These are the queues are there. Okay. You can create a new destination also from designer. You can do like this. This also. This is enabled only in case if you selected this option. Enable destination management with designer. You got it? If this is disabled, okay, this button will not be shown here.
Yeah, which is disabled. So
Yeah, so I'm selecting queue. Okay, and just save it. Okay. Message routing we have not given. So handler we have not created so far. Okay. Yeah, so trigger we created, but handler we have not created. I'm going to create an handler. The same thing handler in WebMethods messaging also. The same logic we did, right? If you see WebMethods messaging also, you have join types are there. Handlers we need to give. Okay, so I'm creating an handler, which is a flow service. Okay, receive message JMS message handler. Okay, and just click. Everyone knows about this one till so far. Okay, so if you see this send message, right? I told you like what kind of message it will publish. What is the message structure? So it publishes JMS message. You got it, everyone? No, right? JMS message we are publishing. This message structure which have the header, properties, and body. Okay, is that clear? This one. In case of WebMethods messaging, it will be published document type, doc. What kind of doc? This doc contains. Yeah, so when you are enable this one, so this is a message and envelope will be there under envelope, and this envelope will be there. That kind of document will be published in case of web methods messaging. But here it publishes JMS message. So receiver should also have to be configured with the same JMS message. So in the handler, what I'm doing is I'm going to input output message. Here I'm adding or inserting. Okay. So a document reference. Select this document reference, paste it, and go to publish public pub JMS message. Select it. Everyone, are you following here? So I give JMS message. Log a message here. Flow debug log. Okay, I will say received message. So I can print this message also. This string message, whatever is received, right? I can print here. Instead of just printing, what I will do is I will use a local variable again. Okay, how is this one received message percentage? I need percentage. I will put it in the percentage. Okay, so I need to copy this one path because it's a string, right? I can type it, but path I need. So I will copy, paste it here, entire path. Are you getting, everyone? This is helpful in case of local variable. This is why we need a local variable. I can directly map. Okay, I can drag and drop like this. I can drag and drop like this. But what will happen is if you drag and drop without any message, it will be printed on the logs. I hope everyone understands this one, why I'm doing like this. Okay, I saved it. Now I will go to my universal messaging. We'll see is there any receiver is there or not. So push one. Okay, now let me publish a message and see it works or not. In case of trigger, we will not do anything. So sender will go and publish the message. Sender send JMS message. I'm giving 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7. Click OK. Oh, what is it? It's a disabled. JMS default connection is disabled. I need to go my administrator. Why it is every time disconnecting? JMS setting. Oh, my universal messaging is stopped. Okay. Yes. Now I'm going to publish message. Send message. Okay. It is published. Okay. So I can click on here and see. Okay, event ID connection, no message is received. Okay, let me publish again, but okay, trigger why it is not receiving the messages. Let me see. Because I'm doing something else, we need to select an implementation. Stop. This server will disconnect. That is. Here there should be something should come. One more instead of connection, template as specification should come. Let me see the receiver. Is there any CMS trigger? We click trigger. Oh, it's not asking. Okay, let's publish and working for you.
Yes, sir.
Okay. For me, it's not working. Pop up. It's not showing. Okay. Okay. Yeah, destination queue. Everything is by queue. Receiver is there. Okay, your queue is connecting. Is selected. Okay. Okay, sure. Can you show me in that case if you are talk? Hmm. Okay.
Sir, I got pop value as 2, sir.
Okay. So let's go to.
I got 3, sir.
Okay.
Pushed 3, popped 3.
Okay.
I got push is 2 and pop is 2.
Okay. We'll go to Meghna's today. Yeah, Meghna, can you share the screen?
Sir.
Just for Nagaraj, what about yours?
No, sir, not at.
Okay.
Doing some.
Okay. Okay. So Meghna's one is working. Okay. Let us see Meghna's one. Meghna, can you go to the log file and see logs are updated? Logs, not here. Log file. It's below logs are there, right? Log folder. No. Logs, yes. Click on logs. So trigger, control trigger is shut down.
Shutting down because of exception sale for me.
Sir, there is output coming on down, sir. After output coming this message in the my logs.
Okay. So
Yeah, go to down.
go down.
Yeah.
Okay. Trigger is not properly. Okay. Okay. So in your case, is working or not working? Not working, right? Trigger
Yes,
not proper. You also got the same error. Trigger and was not properly started. Attempting to restart. Right? Same error.
No, sir.
Right. When I'm asking this guy, Shiva also got the same error. Same, right? Okay. Let me see what is. How can I call this some service? Okay, let me see my case. Whether my case has the same error. Logs. That is the case. I need to check what is that issue. My case receiver not shown error. Showing this error, no? This JMS message is a document type, but this message is a string. It expects only string element. Okay, so that's why it's showing the error. So what we need to do is first we convert this JMS message, which is a document type, to a string. Okay, how to convert this JMS document to a string is we'll go to the pub, then under XML, document to string function is there. Okay, so this is a document. I'll convert the document into string. Document to a string. Okay, so document to a string, how can I do it? When I selected this document to a string, right? Express this one is a document. So this JMS document, I will map it to this document. So it returns XML string. Is everyone got it? What I'm doing? Okay. Once this XML is converted, right? I selected debug. This XML I'm mapping it message. Is this clear what I did? So one question is, how can you convert a document type to a string? Document type a XML string. What is the method available?
Take the XML document, select the JMS message,
Yeah.
take the document to XML string.
Yeah. So no. So not only this JMS, you can use any document to any document. Here I shown you JMS message document, but if you have a customer document, that also I can convert into XML string. Okay, any document to XML string we can convert using this pub.xml document type to document to XML string. You got it, right?
And in this JMS message, we have header, properties, body. In this anyone we can
No, so this is a document type. That's
only
why,
JMS message, particular JMS message is document type.
yeah, so this is a document type. Okay, suppose let's say I have a customer. Previously we worked on some other projects also, right? Customer we created document, customer document. So here let's say XML message is a document, right? Oh, okay. Sending. I'm not talking about sending. Receiving side. Receiving side. I'm converting JMS message to document type. So, sure. Yesterday's one different. I did different in your system. Okay. Sender also I try to convert into document and send. Yeah. But here I'm not doing that. First, I'm not created any document. Here we are sending a hello world only. Okay. But on the receiver, yeah, message only in the string only, bond. That is not document. But when I receive it, right, on the receiver side, I'm receiving which type of message? It's a JMS message. Entire message I'm receiving, right? I want to log entire message, not just body. I don't want just body. I wanted to entire this message. Anusha, are you getting? Okay. So to give anything, why this pub.xml to document is needed, no? Okay, let me go to PO request. Here we created this document. Okay, this document. Suppose let's say if I want to convert this document to a string. Okay, this document is string. Here also I can use the same document to XML string like this. I'll select it. This document, right? I can convert this PO request also. I can map it to the here. That means the PO request will be converted into XML string. Are you getting?
Yes, sir.
So any document, if you want to convert to into XML string, use pub.xml document to string. That function you have to use. Okay. So now we have done this one. Now I will go to pub and I map this XML to string. Everyone is done? Okay. Now, yeah, I will send a message and see entire payload will be written or not. I done. I got this message. I will go to here. I will refresh. See, entire message is printed. Okay. So I can go to the log files clearly to see logs. Okay. I will go to server logs. I will open with my text editor. I can go down entirely. If I see last, it is printed like this. Yeah, XML. So document is converted into a string and printed. So this is a JMS message. If you see properties are there, header is there, body is there. Are you getting? Is that clear?
Sir.
Okay. So I will stop it here. Everyone is got this one, right? Okay. Today, can you go through these topics again? Okay. One is JMS. Again, training session. Try to understand one more time. Okay. I need this one. Durable topic. What is durable topic? search in Google, not in training, Google. Okay,